Hello everyone, welcome back to 3D networking. So in this tutorial I'm going to explain how you can draw a 3D network diagram easy way, and let's get started. So I have already drag and dropped a couple of icons in which I have the Cisco Catalyst VSS chassis symbol and a simple network switch, and I have a ASA or maybe firepower Cisco firewall, and I have a couple of racks. I just group them together so it can be easily moved. Otherwise, we have a separate rack symbols in which we have a passive rack network and server rack separately available. Okay, so let's begin with our diagram. So I will take and drop on the working area. This is my switch, and for this diagram only, what I will say, this layer is like a core/distribution layer, so it will perform both the functions. Okay, so what you can do, you can just drag and drop this symbol and align with the grid. Let's say just want to drop somewhere here, and what else you can do, you can just use the arrow key to adjust, and if you want to adjust a little bit more specific with the more accuracy, use the shift key, shift and arrow, then just move wherever you want. So for me this is perfect, and I just want to make a copy. I'll select control hold and left mouse, drag and drop both a mouse key and the control key. So for me, I will adjust my second switch, let's say shift arrow here, okay. So first I will adjust my symbols on the grid, then I will start making connections between them. So let's say my access switch, one of the access switches here, and it's almost aligned with the same grid line. Make a copy, control hold and mouse left button, and let's drag and drop here. Shift arrow for slight adjustment, and you can see it's perfectly aligned on both the switches. Now in this for this topology, what I will do, I will just make another copy. I will have 4 switches in access layer. Or what I can do, I will show you another way. So let's not drag and drop another object. Let's take a line. What I will do, this line weight, I will select 6 points, and also change the color to blue. Now what I will do here, I will use the blue line from the switch number 1, and the other line I can use as green, maybe a little bit dark green, more colors. All right. Okay, so the blue line is for switch number 1, green is for the switch number 2. Make another copy. Now I will align this line with this grid. Zoom in for more accuracy. Okay, so this is for my switch number 1. What I can do, I already aligned this blue line, so I will just make a copy and use the same color. Don't need this one. Okay, so I will extend this line, zoom in for better adjustment. For now, I will drag another switch, make a copy. Now I'll extend this line furthermore. Zoom in for more accuracy. All right, okay, so now we have a blue line draw from the switch number 1. Now I'll do the same for switch number 2. Zoom in. Since I have this long line already align and draw, so I don't need this one. I will make a copy for this one and change the color. When I move this line, you can see there is another line. It's showing up within this green line, so this will help you to align this line object. Does not need to be aligned with the grid again. Now I will take this blue line and I will start completing my connectivity with the switch. Let's say this is the one, and I just use the same line, make a copy, and change the color. Now we'll do the same for rest of the devices. shift arrow for slight adjustment. Now here we have blue line and the green. Alright, so our connectivity is done. Now what I need is these are the port channels. So I'll take a ellipse. I'll change the color to what I can do, since we have these blue and green lines coming from both the switches, so this is a more advanced option, but I can tell you here. I will go in more options, line options. I can select a gradient color. Here I can choose green, and other side is the same blue, and just change the direction. Let's see, right, left, increase the width, and just let's say it's a port channel 11. You can choose whatever you want, so all your choice. So this is my port channel 11. Now I have to align like like the other object in 3D. So let's say for making 3D, you need to select the object, go into effects, 3D rotation, and you just need to select which option suits for your requirement. In this case, my requirement is isometric bottom down, so I'll just use this one. Now I'll just make a copy, control hold, and then use the mouse left button and then just drag and drop. This is my port channel 12. Similarly, we have 13, and then we'll have 14 also. So just make copy. Just slight adjustment. Alright, so this is done. Now I have a firewall. I will just showing firewall connectivity here. Let's say my firewall is just placed somewhere here. Just almost one box gap. Alright, I'll just make more because it looks very close to the object, so you can just arrange whatever the way you want. So this is my firewall. Now it is aligned with the correct line. Alright, so let's draw connectivity between them. For the firewall connectivity, I'll just change the color. I can say it's, let's say, black. So let's say it's with switch number 1. This is with switch number 2. zoom in for more accuracy. Now this is done. I'll make the firewall a little bit close. All right. I haven't drawn the HLing. It's a simple straight line, so I'm not going to draw it. Okay, so this is done. So I need to bring all those objects above the lines. So right now the lines are just above the object, which is not looking good. So just select the devices, right click, bring to front. So that now the lines are just underneath the object. Okay, so this part is done. What else I can do is draw a link between these two switches, show the VSS connectivity. So we have like two links. Just do the slight adjustments, and I will use a red line for this. And let's say this is also a port channel. Just change this is port channel 1, I call it, and since it's all red, I'll change the color to red. Don't need to make a gradient, just simple solid line. And I just bring this object to front, so this port channel line is just hide behind this object. Okay, so this is done. Now we need to do some labeling. Let's say this is our core switch is 9000 series. Just take a text and we'll say it's a C9000. I'll change the text color to white. Increase the font size. Now here what I will do, go to effects, rotation, and just select the option whatever is suitable for you. I'll make another copy. So what I have chosen is isometric bottom down. Here we go. So we have labeled our switch. Now similarly we'll do the labeling for our access layer switches. Let's say it's C9200 and we need to change the 3D style, and for this suitable is left down. All right, so earlier what I was telling, I will show you here. So I have labeled this switch as switch with the switch model, and other side what I can do, the switch numbers. Let's say this is my switch number 1 or 4. I need to change the effect, 3D effect, and let's say this is isometric right up. Let's reduce the font size. Alright, so this is my switch number 4. So I have already aligned this switch. So what I can do, just select the switch with the label, make a copy, and I can just delete this one and use this one. So I was just explaining earlier in the beginning. So this is what I meant to say. So it depends on you, whatever the way you want to draw. So I'll change this to switch number 3. I can also copy paste the label. Just adjust. This is my switch number 2. Finally, we have switch number 1. Use the arrow key for adjustment. Okay, so this is my switch number 1. Now you can see the diagram is start shaping up. Let's finish for the firewall. We'll take one label, Control C V, and just drop nearby the firewall. So I will just unselect any rotation effect. Now I just want to label it vertically on the side of the firewall. So what I will do, select the angle 60 degree. Now I will select the option. So in my case is isometric left down. We by the way, we already have those templates available. If you download those templates, you can just reuse. You don't need to redraw everything. So let's say this is my Cisco Firepower 1, and I can use this label, and I can label this firewall as Cisco. Again, what I can do, since I've already labeled this firewall, I don't need to do all the readjustments. So just take the whole object with the label and just drag and drop here. Now I can change and call it as 2, firewall number 2. So I don't know if I haven't mentioned earlier. So this zoom in and zoom out, what you can do, use the control and keep hold and just use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Now what the final steps, let's take rectangle. This is my line option. What I can do is Just select white color for the outline and same color for the fill. Increase the width so my outline should be visible. Now go to effects, rotation, and we'll see in the preview which one is suitable for us, and we'll select that one. So again we need to select isometric bottom down. Now you see the latest object always comes on top. So for this, what I usually do, first I will drag and drop the number of rectangles which I want. Let's say we need one rectangle for the distribution and / core layer, one for the axis, and that's it. Now I will just keep them aside, select pointer tool, zoom out, and just drag and select the whole diagram, right click and bring to front. So what will happen, your rectangle object will automatically come underneath all those network symbols. So let's say I will drag and drop here and stretch based on the required size. So once I have achieved the required size, so I will stop, and now I will adjust with the arrow keys. Okay, so this position looks fine. Now what I will do, I'll just take this port channel label, or maybe this label. What I can say, it's a core layer, and this is VSS. So I will stretch the stack so it will automatically adjust, and increase the size a little bit more so it should be easily visible. Alright, now we'll use the same, change the rectangle color, and this time let's stretch a little bit more and reduce the height, more width and less height for this one. Alright, now one more thing I just like to mention here, like for example, now the grid lines are hidden down below this rectangle. So what I can do, I can just adjust the transparency level. For example, this is a solid color, so I'm already in the line, and there's a transparency option. As soon as you start, this is okay, sorry, this is a line transparency. We need to change the fill transparency. So this is the fill transparency. Just drag a little bit, or you can just select the percentage and you can just type it here, whatever you want. Now you can see the grid lines are also visible here. We can do the same for this one. Let's say 30% transparency, and just copy paste the label and call it as a axis layer, and it's not VSS. Alright, so I can just increase text size a little bit more. Let's say 72. So our diagram is almost finalized. Let's just drop this data center racks behind the firewall, and we can draw an arrow, or maybe we can just draw two arrows pointing towards the data center from this campus layer or corporate network. So I will take one line here, just change the angle to 180 degrees. You can see there is an angle showing down below. Now go back to the line options. I'll select one side with arrow. Let's say I will select this one. Now I will increase the width so the arrow will be more prominent. Let's say it's 20. Now select the effect for 3D and let's see which one is suitable. Is this one, top up isometric. Just increase the length. Sorry. Even before I can increase the length before I apply the 3D effect. Alright, so I can just put somewhere on the grid. Let's say this one, make a copy. Just change the line color to green, or it's all up to you, whatever the color you want. That's it. So this is how you can draw a 3D network diagram. So it's all about practice. It's not very complicated or difficult. So as long as you keep working with the 3D diagrams, so you will be used to it and your drawing speed will be more faster. Okay, let's take a preview before we end the tutorial. Hit F5. In my case, is function F5. So that is all for today. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Have a great day. Bye bye.